everyone, I am Monica from this channel Ielts 9. So here I have noticed so many students are using wrong commas in the sentence, and sometimes it is required, but at that time they are not using, and sometimes when it is not required, then they are using commas. So in this video I am going to tell how to use commas correctly in an essay. In an essay means any writing, whether you are writing formal or informal writing, it is important to know how to put commas correctly in any sentence. Okay, and it is important for IELTS test takers also when they are writing their tasks 1 and 2. Okay, let's start. So what is the agenda of this video? I will show you. First I will be taking your test, and then I will be telling you, and then lastly I will be explaining you about the rules of comma. But before explaining all these rules of commas, definitely I am going to take your test. Okay, so remain with this video. So this is the first sentence. You have to tell whether this sentence is whether this usage of comma in this is correct or not. The sentence is the car, so this is R. So I'm so sorry that it was while writing it is a mistake. The car, comma, that banged on the wall was old. So I am asking you this question, whether this comma, usage of comma in this sentence is right or wrong. What do you say? If you say this is right, then you need to revise your punctuation. Okay, if you say this is wrong, then you are correct. But don't go, I will ask you another questions also. Okay, so this is, you should not use any comma after that, because this is conjunction. But there are many situations where you will be using comma, but not in this situation where you will be using subordinate conjunctions like that. Okay, second question is, you can use it, you can just look at this. Yes, I played chess, but I could not win any competition. I played chess, but I could not win any competition. So tell me, is it right or wrong? Is it where, because here I have not used any comma. So what do you say? So here I played chess, but I could not win any competition. So this sentence is independent sentence. So if you say that we don't understand independent, subordinate, doesn't matter. But you need to know where to put comma and not to put comma in many sentences. At least you just revise these sentences. Then with the help of these sentences, you will always keep in mind that at these kinds of lines we have to put comma or not. So I will show you the answer. So I have put I played chess, comma, but I could not win any competition. So now you will be asking that in both the sentences, what is the difference? So here only this is the noun we are using. We are explaining about that car that banged on the wall was old. So this is not any independent sentence. Okay, so this is independent. When we are combining two independent sentences, or one independent and one subordinate, then we need to put comma. Okay, so I played chess, comma, but I could not win any competition. Although this is also independent, but we are combining it with the help of this conjunction. Okay, third one is after I finished my work, I went out for a break. So full stop is there. Some students are also like that. They don't put any full stop after the sentences. So tell me, is it correct or wrong? Sorry. So after I finished my work, I went out for a break. I will show you the answer. After I finished my work, comma, I went out for a break. Because I went out for a break, I finished my work. Because these two are independent sentences. I finished my work, this can go alone, and I went for a break, this can go alone. So with the help of this, after this conjunction, we have combined two sentences, but we need to put comma. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Now the next one is, he is the man whom I met on the plane. He is the man whom I met on the plane. He is the man. You will say that this is also independent. He is the man whom I met on the plane. So what is your answer? Correct or wrong? So whether this comma will come here or not. So I will show you the answer. Comma will not come. He is the man whom I met on the plane. He is the man. So this is, so here like whom. We are talking about this man whom I met on the plane. Same sentence that we have used, the same kind of thing in the first. The car, we are explaining the features of that car. That's why we haven't put any comma over here. So this was wrong and this is correct. Okay, the car that banged on the wall was old. And similarly in this last sentence, this is wrong and this is right. Okay, he is the man. We are talking about man whom I met on the plane. So this is correct because we are talking about the features or characteristic of any man where he is the man. Okay, so we have used whom also, and I met on the plane. So second is, this is wrong, this is correct. And here this is wrong and this is correct, putting comma over here. Okay, now let's move on to the rules of commas. Now let's discuss rules of commas in English grammar. First of all, always use commas to separate words and phrases like, do you want pens, paper, papers. Okay, let me correct it. Papers or pencils. Okay, so here we are using commas to distinguish between words. Okay, now again next one is Seema, John and Rahul are visiting India. Seema, we have put comma over here, and Rahul are visiting India. Okay, so next one is when we are combining 2-3 phrases, then also we need to put comma over here. Okay, like Sheena completed her assignment. Okay, comma, picked her lunch, comma, polished her shoes and went to school. Okay, so we are combining the same kind of like I mean to say same kind of activities relating to going to school. So that's why we are using here comma. So it means indirectly we are combining phrases over here. Okay, and for words we have used commas like that. Okay, now second rule. Now let's look at the second rule. So commas, you can use it after any linking word or any connector, or I mean to say linking words and connectors after. So after word is important to learn, after linking words or connectors. Let's look at the words to begin with comma. Moreover, comma, some people argue that according to my opinion, comma, likewise or similarly, comma, it builds my career. Okay, firstly, this is also connector. Everything, the sentences are starting, these sentences are starting from these linking words, connectors. So every time when you are using it, always apply comma after the connectors, like however, dash. So here you can just look at this example, very good example. However, comma, in my opinion, comma, and then you start talking about the main line, most sentence, most people and all. Okay, so this is the full sentence. Now the third rule is, commas to separate independent clauses, as we have done this in the test. So let's read it. It's an old car. Okay, it's an old car, independent. It's very reliable, independent. But we are combining these two sentences, these two clauses, means phrases. So I have used but. So that's why before independent clause, before the main clause, we can put comma over here. Okay, it's an old car, comma, but it's very reliable. Okay, second example, I was feeling hungry, comma, so I made a pizza for myself. So I was feeling hungry, so that this is the main. So I made a pizza for myself. Okay, there comma is required. Let's move on to the next type of rule. Now fourth type of rule, when we are writing dates, addresses, titles, always use commas after that. On January 12th, comma is there. 1940, comma is there. Orders were sent out for the arrest of famous singer. This is the example. So date, this is the date, and of course year also. Orders were sent out for the arrest of famous singer. Okay. Now second example. Please dispatch the parcel to the following address. Okay. So now where is this comma? House number 1069, comma, sector 29B, comma, and then Chandigarh, place name, city name, comma, and then pin code. After pin code, it is always full stop, not comma. Okay, because this is the last item as well. That's why it is full stop. Okay, so that is the fourth rule. Now fifth rule, come to the fifth rule. No comma. So there is also like preposition, some in some places we don't use any prepositions. That's why we have some rules like that. No commas before conjunction. Sometimes we should not use any we should not use any commas. Like for example, he missed the train because he woke up late. Now we are using this because he missed the train because he woke up. So it is interrelated. So he missed the train. Why? Because he woke up late. So they are giving the reasoning with you. That's why there is no comma over here. So sentence is correct, but I am telling you here no comma should be there. And last sentence is I caught a cold. I caught a cold. So there is this is independent, but here subordinate, because I had some cold drinks yesterday. So this is independent, this is subordinate, this is independent, and this is subordinate. This is related to this. This we can use it independently. This we can use it independently. But this sentence, he woke up late, that is also you can say, but he is giving reason for missing the train, and here for catching a cold because he had some cold drinks yesterday. That's why when we are interconnected the things with the help of this conjunction, this kind of conjunction, you will not be using any commas. Thank you so much for watching. But before that, I will show you the full again repetition of revision of all the rules. I will tell you. This is my first use of commas to separate words and phrases. So after linking or connectors, and third one is commas to separate independent clauses. Okay, there are two independent clauses. So we are separating it by comma and by using this. And okay, and the fourth rule is use commas with dates, addresses, and titles. And fifth one is no commas. So everything you can find it in grammar books also, but I tried it myself here. That's why. Thank you so much.